Hey guys, okay, so I know I haven't done an update on my mom in a little bit. Um, I I've been posting a lot on my Instagram lately of updates on my mom and stuff like that. So if you ever want to know what's going on and stuff, usually I'll post on my website, which is manda31409.com, and I'll also post, and the manda31409.com, everyone has access to that. If you have internet, you have access to manda31409.com, so you can go there, and if you click the little thing, the little tab that says blog posts, you can go there, and there will be updates on my mom. And also on my Instagram, I've been posting like text updates, like photos that are in the form of text, if that makes sense. I need to make video updates on my vlog channel. In fact, I'll probably just be doing that from now on. I don't know if I'll put the huge updates on this channel, but I'll probably put the minor updates on my vlog channel, which is dailydoll31409. It will be linked in the description box, like always. Okay, so what had happened was, as you guys know, my mom had breast surgery to remove a lump, and then she was supposed to have started chemo on July 10th. And long story short, she ended up not, because they had to insert a port in her chest, and they accidentally almost punctured the aorta, and she had to be rushed to another hospital to have them remove it and put it in correctly, and that was done. Well, that was what my last update was about, so you guys know all about that if you watched it. So she went in for chemo, for the first chemo treatment on the 15th, and she was doing all right. The second day, she was doing worse. The third day, she was kind of doing worse. Her voice got really scratchy, and she couldn't really talk right and stuff. And about a week or so ago, she came home from her 1-week follow-up chemo appointment. So they were supposed to follow up and make sure everything was going according to plan, and she ended up staying at that appointment for a good 3, maybe 4 hours, because she was super low on fluids, and they just needed to kind of rehydrate her and, you know, get her back to feeling well. And when they had taken her temperature during that doctor visit, it was 101, I believe, and when she went in for her very first chemo, they told us that if it got above 100.4, we had to call immediately and, you know, talk to someone about it. Well, when we left the cancer center, they had said that if it reached above 100.4, don't bother calling, don't bother coming in, just go directly to the hospital. So, she came home later that day. She was shaking really, really, really bad. She was telling me that she was really, really cold, and she just wanted blankets and blankets and blankets, and her room was like 90 degrees, and she was telling me she was freezing, and I knew something wasn't right. So, there's a whole lot more to the story, but I'm just giving you guys the gist of it. Long story short, we took her temperature, and she was at 103.6 or something around there. So my brother-in-law rushed her to the hospital immediately, and keep in mind, Missy was at me during this time. Missy was with me during this time, so she was with, so we all 4 of us got in the car, my brother-in-law, my mom, me, and then Missy. We all got in the car, and we drove her to the ER. We didn't drive her to the actual hospital, we drove her to the ER. And basically all the emergency rooms in my area have learned and know that if a cancer patient comes in with a fever, they are the main priority. So we go in there and we tell them right away she's a chemo patient with a fever of almost 104. She needs in right away. They got her a room right away. They put fluids in her, gave her some Tylenol, got her temperature down a little bit within an hour. I'm still trying to get over being sick. I did get some antibiotics, and they have worked insanely well. I just have a little bit of cough still. But anyway, so they got her in, and they got her on fluids and everything, but her temperature had went down to about 102, so they wanted to keep her for a while. Well, they did end up admitting her to the actual hospital. And once she was actually at the actual hospital, they've run tons and tons and tons of tests. And they found out that she was sick. And what she had was C. diff. Now what C. diff is basically this bacteria that lives inside your intestines. And it can be very, very contagious if there is an outbreak. You guys can Google it and do a lot of research on it. That's what I did. I'm not going to give too much information on it right now because that will make this video way too long. But anyway, she had C. diff, and they wanted to keep her quarantined. So no one would distribute their germs to her, and so she wouldn't distribute her germs to them. And so no one was really allowed to go in and see her, apart from actual, obviously, family, but we had to gown up, meaning we had to put on hospital gowns and gloves and masks if we wanted to go in and visit her. They kept her in the hospital for about 4 or 5 days, and during that time, Missy stayed here with me, and we took care of all the animals and took care of the house and everything. And she recently came back home, and the C. diff is gone. She's on antibiotics still to keep it away. And she is doing insanely well, you guys. She has started losing her hair. She started losing her hair a couple days ago, and so my sister and I actually ended up shaving her head. So, there's that. But other than that, she still has her appetite. She is very active at home. She does not have her high temperature anymore. She does not have fever. She's been staying pretty consistent at 98.6 or 99 roughly. So she's doing really, really, really good. And she goes in for her next chemo on August 5th. So she is doing a lot better, and I thank you guys so much for your prayers. And I just wanted to, just let you guys kind of know what's going on because I haven't done an update in a while. Excuse me. Yeah, I haven't done an update, so I wanted to do an update for you guys. But we're getting through this. We are. Oh, and I wanted to tell you guys, the donation page is still open. So if you want to go to manda31409.com/donate, you can donate because all of these hospital bills and everything was not expected. So I just want to help her, as much as I can, as well as obviously I've been helping a lot with my income as well. I do have an income. I recently did some wedding photos for my boyfriend's sister, not my brother's sister, my boyfriend's sister. I did her wedding photos, and I do have an income, and a lot of people don't realize that, but I do have an income, and I do help out. I do pay bills. I do, give a large chunk of money to her each month to, help pay for whatever we need. Food, electricity, internet, whatever she needs, medical bills, whatever. But I have set up the donation page. It is an option, and she now knows about the donation page. I told you guys before that it was going to be a surprise for her, that I was doing it all behind her back, and she wasn't allowed to know what it was. She was actually in the middle of watching one of my update videos before she went into the hospital, and I stopped her in the middle of it. I'm like, no! Don't watch that video. You are not allowed to watch it. Anyone in the world can watch it but you. She's like, what are you talking about? I was like, just please promise me you'll turn it off and wait a little bit. She's like, okay, fine. So she shut it off, and the day she got home from the hospital, I went up to her and I gave her the earnings that we've made so far with the donation page, and I really wish I would have gotten her reaction because she just broke down. She completely and totally broke down. She wanted me to tell each and every one of you who have donated, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. It is going towards the medical bills for her. And yeah, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, and every penny is greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. You don't even know. So again, the link will be in the description box for the donation. You do not have to, and please, 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 no vulgar, rude, crude comments at all whatsoever. It's a donation page. It's not like I'm bribing anyone for money or I'm asking for money. It's an option. If you want to, you can. If you don't, no reason to make a huge deal about it when you don't have to donate if you don't want to. If you don't want to, don't. But don't go around saying that I'm asking people for money because I can't get money myself and all this nonsense stuff. It's just for those people who want to contribute can, and for those who don't have to. So it's just an option, like I've said a gazillion times before. And I think I'm going to go ahead and go. I just wanted to keep this video around 10 minutes because I don't know if some of y'all get bored hearing me talk, but thank you guys so much for the prayers and the support. You guys do not even know how much it means to us at all. You don't. It's impossible for me to even come close to expressing or explaining how grateful we are. So with that being said, I am going to go ahead and go. I appreciate each and every one of you, just for supporting and praying and all that jazz. So I'm going to set my little phone down right here so I can do my sign off. And like I said before, I will be doing some mini updates, hopefully, on my vlog channel, which is Daily Doll 31409. Link will be below. And I also will post updates on my website, manda31409.com, and my Instagram, which is manda31409. So, with that being said, I am going to go ahead and go, and I will talk to you all in my next video. So until then, so long, stay strong, stay true, and be you. Okay, bye!